Hello, Virgo.
So let's go ahead and get started. To save time, I've already shuffled, prayed, laid out the cards. We do have some from Sandra Ann Taylor's Energy Oracle deck set, and then we also have some from Doreen Virtue's Saints and Angels, Magical Messages from the Fairies, and her Romance Angels deck. So let's go ahead and see what is going on for you. So the first card we have is Attachment. And so what I'm getting is for a number of you, well, for everyone that's attached, this is an attachment that that you have brought on yourself. It's something that's a perceived need that you can't let go of, or it's something that you have the choice and you have made the choice to not let go, and it's keeping you chained. As you can see here, if it will zoom in, it's almost like she's a ghost-like figure. She has herself chained to this post, unhappy, lonely, miserable. And what they're saying is, a number of you, because of fear of things that have happened in the past, you have bolted yourself. And for some of you, it's almost like a desperation for the future. You bolted yourself. So for some of you, out of fear of things that have happened in the past, you're keeping yourself bolted. So say someone deceived you, hurt you, really burnt and scorned you in the past. So your emotional patterns are, as soon as someone that you're dating starts to show similar behaviors, you're immediately done and out you go. You clam up, you close up, you won't talk to them. For some of you, your stinger comes out and you try to hurt them in retaliation of to how you feel hurt, when it's not necessarily something that they have done to you, but it's your perception that they are about to do, or they are currently doing, what an ex-lover has done to you. So what you do is you retaliate because you're keeping yourself stuck and chained to this emotional pattern of yours out of self-protection. And so what they're saying is that you can let yourself go of that, free yourself of that, because they have a love of a lifetime ready for you, but you're so on the defensive and so quick to think that they're going to hurt you, burn you, cheat you out of something that you won't, they're pointing out the mask, that you won't let your guard down to let them in. So you're just keeping yourself chained to loneliness because of that. They're saying for some of you, it's related to a job. You're at a job where you're absolutely miserable. You hate working there. It does not resonate with you at all. You just dread going there every day. You continuously get the nudges, the intuitive guidance, and you know that that's not the job for you, but you continue to go there day after day out of habit, and also out of fear of what the future holds for you. So you just keep yourself stuck and unable to move forward. So they're asking you to remove those chains that are binding you, because that's again you binding yourself and keeping yourself stuck, because they've prepared happiness for you. They prepared, for some of you, it's starting your own business. For some of you, it's going into a completely different company, completely different career path. But that's what your soul's calling is. And when you think about it, you're all excited, but you're too afraid, so you stay chained to this misery and unhappy situation that you've been in. And for some of you, it's a person. What they're saying is for some of you, you've been in a relationship with someone. For some of you, it's been, a long-term committed relationship. For some of you, it's like it's been an ongoing long relationship, not necessarily a committed relationship, but you continue to keep yourself chained to this person, even though they aren't treating you the way that you deserve and expect to be treated. Because for some of you, you'd rather be in that situation than be alone. So what you do is you put up with their treatment of you, which you deserve much better, because it's not a healthy relationship. Although although there's love there, it's not the right person for you. Say they're not taking the time to spend the time with you. They're not doing loving, kind gestures to show you how much they mean to you, how much you mean to them. They're not going out of their way. They're not making you feel special. For some of you, it's even like abusive, verbally abusive, and otherwise. But out of fear of being alone, you continue to tolerate them. So what they're encouraging you to do, whether it's a person you're attached to, whether it's a job, an emotional pattern of yours, they're encouraging you to free yourself, because they're saying that the chains that bind you are chains that you have created. That's of your own making. All it takes is a little bit of courage from you, a little bit of effort, some big metal cutters, but it's just going to take a little bit of effort on your part. That's it. And the real effort is just the courage to just let it go. Let that person go who's not treating you right. Let that job go that's not serving you and make you happy. Let that emotional pattern go that's keeping you from finding joy with that love partner of yours. Just completely let it go, because they're saying you're capable of doing that. Don't keep yourself stuck here so this pattern and this behavior and this treatment, this job just continues to repeat itself. You can get yourself unstuck, and they're going to help you do that. And for a lot of you, it'll be fairly easy because, you know, you're intuitive. You've known to make these changes for a while. It's now just taking that leap and doing it. And when you do, that's going to be your door to value. And if you can see that, the doors are open, money's flowing in, you've got flowers blooming on the other side, the sun is beaming in. Okay, so what they're saying is, if you look at this card, you see the light shining in from above. They're saying that your situation is watched over by God, watched over by the divine. So those of you where you're miserable in the job and you keep feeling that you need to move on, that's because that's a divine path for you. That's where you're meant to be. And you will reap tremendous financial benefits when you take that leap, you unleash yourself from those chains. You move down that job, that path that you're meant to be on. Because I get a number of you, you're afraid to take the leap. For some of you, it's starting your own business. For some of you, it's starting into a career field that you've never been in, so you're afraid the compensation isn't going to be comparable and your lifestyle will have to change. It won't. What they're saying is they're trying to get you on this divine path because that's meant to be. And you'll have more financial abundance than what you need to, than what you know to do with. Not only will your lifestyle be maintained, but it will even improve drastically. Because breaking those chains and going on your path is truly what's going to open the door for you. It is your new beginning. And for those of you that this is a person you have to let go of, or it's an emotional pattern that keeps you from moving forward with that partner of yours, that love that you really do seek, when you break those chains, when you let that person go who is not good for you, when you let go of that emotional pattern because of someone who'd hurt you in the past that keeps blocking that person who is you're meant to be, when you break those chains, that's when you're going to have your new beginning with the love of your life. And they're saying for a number of you, even that's divinely watched over. Because I get a number of you, you're going to be meeting your soulmate if you haven't already. But because of those emotional patterns, or you holding on to that person who's not right for you, you're keeping yourself from this bliss, this happiness, this divinely watched over new beginning in love. So, and how funny, it's just all aligned up, because the next card we have is goodbye to the old, hello to the new. And if you can read the bottom of it, it says, you've finished one part of your life, and now a new and even better part is beginning. So again, that's coming to let this junk go. Let that person go. Let that job go. Let that fear of someone hurting and doing what's been done to you by someone else in the past, let it all go. Because that's what's keeping you isolated and unhappy. Letting that all go is going to open up your new beginning. And it's blessed, and it's abundant, and it's divine. And for a number of you, you know that this chapter of your life has been prepared to close. And for some of you, it's a really big chapter. So for some of you, you know, it's a job you've been with for years. And you've known it's coming to an end. And then and for some of you, it's this love, this partner, this person you've been with who doesn't treat you right, doesn't make you happy, but you've been with them for years, so it's out of habit. So I get the number of you, you know that this has been coming. You've felt it, you've sensed it, and it's brought about some anxiety. Anxiety of the unknown. What does the future hold for me? You know, if I let this person go, am I going to be alone? If I leave this job, am I going to lose my lifestyle? If I let my guard down and I let this new person into my life, are they going to hurt me? Are they going to cheat on me? Are they going to steal my money? Are they going to do me wrong? So it's really those fears of the future that have kept you stuck. And because it's such a big thing, because I get, for a number of you, you've met that person. You've met that person, that divine partner of yours, but you're terrified that they're going to hurt you like you've been hurt in the past. For some of you, you've got that partner. You know to let that partner go because something so much better waits, but you're terrified of being alone. And for those of you in the job, you're terrified of losing your lifestyle and completely starting over. So that's kept you stuck. It's brought you a lot of anxiety and worry because you've been getting the intuitive information that it's time. It's time to close that chapter and open up the next, that new beginning, that future for you. So what they're wanting you to know is the things you've gone through, the things you've learned, they've just been life lessons. Those of you that love the relationship, the partner that's not working out, those of you that have been hurt in the past, those were just valuable life lessons. And you've been able to garner the wisdom that you need to take you into that new relationship, that divine relationship, that true unconditional love. The experiences that you've obtained in that company and that job that you've had, well, that's just giving you the experience that you're going to be able to take into this new position. And for some of you, it's even starting your own company. But what they're saying is to trust and have faith. And then know, by breaking those chains and letting those things go, you're opening yourself up to something so much better. And they keep saying it's divine. It's watched over by the heavens. It's a sure deal, sure bet. This job, this new career path, that's where you're meant to go. Moving forward blindly toward a new love that you don't know, that's where you're meant to go. Trusting this person who's come into your life, that's the person who's meant for you. So they're just saying trust. Let that chapter close. Don't be worried about it. They've got something better for you. And speaking of which, the funny thing is, so this bottom row is supposed to be your love row. This is supposed to be general, but your guys' love is impacting the first row so much. So the first card we have about your love life is true love. And in the bottom it says, this is the romance of a lifetime. So for those of you that, they were saying that you've met someone, but you're terrified that they're going to hurt you and burn you like you've been hurt in the past. They're not. If you're in that situation, you thought of someone right away, they're not. That's that divine love, that divine partnership, that person that God has ready for you. You can trust them. This is a validation of the relationship's really, truly divine nature. This person genuinely loves you. They genuinely care for you. And together, you can overcome any issues. So they're saying, trust, you can express your love. You can express your feelings. You can let your wall down. You can put your stingers away. If they do something that sets up one red flag, you don't need to sting them 18 times. Just be kind, compassionate, loving. And they're saying communicate. They're saying that you're going to have to communicate. So what they're encouraging you to do, because they're saying a number of you have met this person. And that's those of you that are chained to past and, emotional patterns. So let those emotional patterns go. Trust that this person is not going to hurt you. They are going to love you. But open up. They're saying you have to communicate with that person. So instead of thinking, okay, they've thrown up a red flag, I'm going to sting them 18 times and run out the door. What you need to do is communicate with them and say, when you don't respond to me and I don't hear from you and, I don't hear from you for 2 or 3 days, I think that you are cheating on me because I have been cheated on in the past and it really hurt me. So when your behavior is like that, that's how I feel. Because when you share that with them, you guys are going to be able to work this out. Then that will let him or her know that they need to stop that behavior. And some of the conversations, because they're saying communication is essential, and some of those conversations are going to be uncomfortable because really you have your guard up to protect yourself. You're going to have to let your guard down. You're really going to have to open up, truly share your feelings and emotions with this person, but they love you unconditionally. And likewise, they will open up and communicate with you. So, let her know how you feel. Let him know how you feel. You are in a place of safety, love, unconditional love. So just share that and don't be afraid and worried. Now, the next card we have about your love life is children. Sometimes this card is talking about, people in relationships, how their children are affecting it. But I don't get that that's the case in this instance. Okay. So what they're saying is this is for some of you that are, in relationships, you're married, and committed relationships, they're saying that some of you have had fertility challenges. You and your wife, you and your husband have, you and your partner, you've been trying to conceive, you've been trying to start a family. It's not been going as anticipated and planned, and you still haven't been able to start that family that you so deeply desire and want. And for some of you, it's really heartbreaking. It's starting to cause conflict and argument and strife with your lover, with your partner, your spouse, which is making it's putting out that spark, that love. Because again, since it's painful for you, because that's something that you want so deeply, and not having that come to fruition, the first thing that you do is you clam up, and you take it out on your partner. So what they're encouraging you to do is to let go, let God. Pray, make your intentions clear that, I'm ready to be a father, I'm ready to be a mother. This is what my heart desires so much. Please, God, please, angels, help me help bring this to fruition. And let go, let God, have faith and be positive in knowing that it will happen. And if you need help with that, ask the angels to help you change your perspective to something positive, because you don't want to energetically impact it. Because if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be a dad, I'm never going to be a mom, energetically that's what you will manifest. Rather, if you think, okay, I am going to be a dad, I am going to be a mom, it's just a matter of time, then you will manifest that. So change your perspective. If you need help, ask the angels to help you with that, because they say that they are helping you with that, but you are going to have to change your perspective to something positive, and having faith and knowing that that's going to be taken care of, because they are trying to help you with that. But oftentimes we can get in our own ways. We can get in our own way with any negative thinking and doubt and worry, because that just blocks us. So they're saying that let go, let God, give that worry up, and then you'll watch it actually happens. I'm getting for some of you, within the next 6 months you'll conceive. I get for some of you, you'll be able to adopt. But that worry, that doubt, that concern that's just been very overwhelming for you has created a block. So you need to release that block. And it's also caused conflict and issues with your relationship. So by letting that worry go, and by starting to enjoy your partner again, you'll bring that spark, you'll bring that love, that connection back. And speaking of connection, that some of you, that's not even about children. Some of you, you've been having issues with your husband, your wife, a lot of arguments. What they're saying is to have fun, be like children, be lighthearted, go enjoy each other's company, go play, go to the movies, go outdoors, go hiking, go play, just go enjoy each other, go and have fun. And that will bring the spark back to your relationship and really bring that intimacy back. Now this card I had asked, how can you improve your love life? And this card, stress management, came up. So you're under a tremendous amount of stress right now. It is not helping you. It's blocking your love, that divine love, true love, from enjoying your partner and enjoying life. So what they're recommending that you do that will improve all areas of your life is to reduce your stress. They're giving you a lot of intuitive guidance on things that you can do to reduce your stress. Anything from napping, exercising, going outdoors, playing. Yeah, it's, you know, we're heading into spring months. Go play sand volleyball. For some of you, go to a driving range and hit some golf balls, because that'll relieve some stress too. We tend to be a little physical, so go slam some golf balls across in the driving range, and that'll help you relieve some of your stress as well. But they're saying that it's essential for you to let that stress go, because that stress will just continue to build up. It's going to cause strife, conflict, arguments between you and your lover, your partner, your spouse. And for some of you that, you know, are single and looking for love, you'll be so overwhelmed and overcome by stress that you're like, you won't even care. You'll be like, I don't care about having someone. I'm just overwhelmed. I don't have time to put anything else in my life. So you do have time to put something else in your life. You just need to manage your stress, and that will help you be able to bring someone in. So thank you to everyone for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for all the comments. I do love reading them and hearing from you. Filled with a lot of love, joy, and blessings.